was me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing, nickname Medina.
All right, man. All right. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Looks like we don't have anybody here yet, but I'm sure you guys will be here soon. So, yeah, man, let's go ahead, hop right into the intro. Let's go ahead and hop right into the intro, man. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another edition of the news, man. This is episode 152 of the news. And if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious podcast, I just botched the shit out of that. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday we are on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news, man. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Notorious Unscripted, that is episode 133. Did Jey Uso save his brother Jimmy from Roman Reigns by turning on Sami Zayn? What were the real motives behind Jay's turn on Sami Zayn? We talked about all that on Unscripted, man. We talked about that in depth on Unscripted, as well as the past, a little bit of Dynamite, man, and mostly Monday Night Raw, and kind of where they're going with their storylines going into WrestleMania, man. So I also want to thank you guys for a great turnout on that. I want to thank you guys for a great turnout on that Unscripted. We got a overwhelming amount of views on that, man. So I want to thank you guys, man, for the great turnout for that. Thank you guys so much, man. And if you guys did miss that, you guys can now watch that on all platforms, man. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Circade's social media pages, man. You can get all 8 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop. The Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret design, the Notorious Scratch logo, the Only Community That Matters, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man. You can find all 8 of these beautiful designs. I don't know why, but I almost said Uncrowned Queens. I don't know why it almost came out of my mouth, man. But yeah, man. So all 8 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop, man. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Circade's social media pages, man. So with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, I got my man Circade here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out, man. Just been chilling out. Waiting for Mania, I guess, man. Waiting for Mania, and been chilling, man. I've been chilling. Usually Durante is here to ask how's life, how's the family. Life's good, man. Family's good. What about everybody in chat, man? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good, man. Nothing too much. Um, it feels weird, man. The last time we did news was last Wednesday, so it's been over a week since we've
Crazy.
done news. It's very weird. But we're back. It felt weird, but nice at the same time. Getting back to the old Thursday schedule, getting ready for Friday,
Mm.
man. But yeah, man. I will tell you though, last Friday especially felt really weird. Why does that also feel like it was an eternity ago?
It feels like it was a while ago
I
already.
know. I know. It's weird, man. It's weird. But yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. As Durante usually asks, man, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante, and everybody else that is soon to be in chat? Or maybe you guys are gonna catch us on the replay, man. You guys know who you are. And how the hell are you guys, man? Thank you guys as always, bro. But yeah, man, we're going to start you guys off with pretty much what is the only rumor, on the show today. I believe this is the only rumor. There, we're going to hit you guys next with the Vince McMahon story second. So I guess there's a little bit of rumor, kind of influctuated with that whole story. But we're going to start you guys off with a rumor, and you know, the reason we're talking about this rumor is because it's a pretty big one, and it's also one that that personally I see there not being 100% a rumor. I see a lot of truths in here, and
Mm.
that is the news that broke exactly a week ago. Go figure, last Friday. Brock Lesnar. Man, we got some Brock Lesnar news. Brock Lesnar is reportedly, this was the first story that broke. Brock Lesnar is reportedly finishing up with the WWE. According to a report from PW Insider Elite, Brock Lesnar was saying his goodbyes to several individuals at this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, and he will be finishing up with the company soon. So that broke, and that everybody was kind of shocked. But in my honest opinion, well, we'll get to it after the rumor killer. But so then a follow-up report came out the earlier that night, and it was a rumor killer on Brock Lesnar, retiring after WrestleMania. Multiple reports earlier stated that as per PW Insider Elite, Brock Lesnar was saying his goodbyes to some people at WWE Raw this past week, and he is allegedly finishing up with the company. PW Insider's official Twitter handle has since clarified that this was a false report. They indicate no one at PW Insider reported Brock Lesnar's deal was up, or that he was finished with pro wrestling. Incorrect versions of what was actually being reported incorrect versions of what was actually reported had been floating around, so beware. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up was because although there was a rumor killer, they did state that there was versions of the story that were falsely being reported, and I honestly see a lot of truths in this. You could kind of see the writing on the wall from the moment Triple H took over. What was the very first thing we heard when Triple H took over? What was one of the first things we heard talent-wise when Triple H took over? Brock Lesnar walked out of SmackDown. Vince McMahon called him and persuaded him to go back to the show. Right? That was one of the first things we heard. What has also been happening in the Brock Lesnar Triple H era of booking? You know what I mean? Brock Lesnar has done nothing but lose, really. I mean, he beat Bobby Lashley by way of roll up.
You're fucking dumb. That's crazy. Fucking camera. Kitty blue.
Brock Lesnar was Brock Lesnar has done nothing but lose in the Triple H era of booking. He's gotten a roll-up victory against Bobby Lashley. And that was really it. I mean, it almost seems like he kind of cowered out to Bobby Lashley at Elimination Chamber. He hit him with the low blow because he had him in the Hurt Lock. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This at least the story that they're shooting down, or at least the part of the story they're shooting down, is that he is finishing. He is going to be finished with pro wrestling. And that his deal is up. So I guess that is the part, at least that's the part in their tweet that they clarified that they were shooting down. As for him saying his goodbyes, I mean, maybe not. I mean, you never know, man. You never know. But like I said, I do see a lot of truths in this Brock Lesnar story. Brock Lesnar has not been booked to a fraction of what Vince McMahon booked him to be. Vince McMahon was always slapping world titles on him and always having him beat. Always having him fucking squash his up and coming guys, or his guys on the rise. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Although it seems that this rumor has been killed, at least for now, I genuinely would not be surprised to see Brock Lesnar, Lesnar's contract be coming up soon, and him exiting the company. To be honest, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely, I could genuinely see it. I mean, if he didn't want to be there in the first place when Triple H took over and Vince had to tell him to come back, it's kind of a sign of the times, man. And I could see him just wanting to dip out, man. I mean, how long has he been back? Since like what?
2012.
2012. Damn. Been doing a lot, man. He's been doing a lot. Even though he's not always there, especially when he should be, man, he still does a lot. And I could see him wanting to step away, man, especially if Vince is truly going to be gone, which, man, I hope so. But if he is, man, I can see Brock eventually soon going to. I don't know if this would be his last Mania, because Omos feels that as an ending match for Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
It ain't it, dog. So hopefully he'll stick around at least barely a little bit till 40, so he can have like an actual legit retirement match. But I don't know if it's gonna be this Mania, but I don't think we'll see him come Mania 41, if you catch my drift.
yes. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah,
Especially if Triple H is in charge by then. Hopefully. God, I hope so.
Absolutely. And I mean, you gotta, man, I mean, look, I mean, I know that maybe Brock likes Omos, and I know maybe Brock likes Omos, and maybe he wants to put him over, but in my honest opinion, Omos should not win at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar should beat him. That also ties into storyline, because then from there you can have MVP kick Omos out of whatever kind of hurt business they're brewing up, and that's a perfect way for MVP to stop believing in him, if you will. He's been with him for exactly a year. Come WrestleMania, so MVP could just say, I gave you a whole year and you fucking showed me absolutely nothing in that entire year. So now I'm going to go back with my boys and we're going to get the Hurt Business back together. But that, dude, if that is what Brock Lesnar has in mind for a send-off, I don't give a fuck what he's talking about, man. I'm bringing him back one more year, and who knows, man. I mean, maybe we see Brock Lesnar step away and only have him come back for a WrestleMania type thing. Maybe maybe he's kind of your yearly WrestleMania attraction, one of your attractions for Mania. You get your Lesnar match for WrestleMania, but man, if it really is it, and like I said, the rumor, at least. It's weird because the rumor came out and then they killed the rumor, but they only killed certain parts of it. they never necessarily said that he wasn't saying goodbye to everybody at Raw. All they really shot down was that his deal was up and that he's done with pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So we don't really know what's true, but if it really is the end for Brock Lesnar, dude, you made a drastic. I don't know why you wouldn't want to put over Bray Wyatt over Omos. I mean,
Literally, like, come on, dog. Come on.
I mean, holy shit, man. I mean, that's a pretty ballsy decision to send off a guy who, at this point, creatively is a huge risk. I mean, nothing has worked for him. The best thing about Omos's career was fucking AJ Styles screaming his name. I mean, that is the best thing that's happened to Omos in his run.
Oh, yeah.
On the main roster was fucking Omos, Omas, bro, bro.
Oh, man.
Actually, speaking of AJ Styles, I got some pretty good news today, bro. Ringside Collectibles sent out my Ultimate AJ early. I wasn't expecting him till early April, so
Oh, bro. Don't
I guess I'm getting him Tuesday, apparently. So,
go on
fuck,
the wrong shelf.
roll. I'm gonna make a roll shelf for fucking AJ, man.
It's
So,
crazy.
so, so, so yeah, man. What was I saying? Yeah, but honestly, dude, yes. By the way, Manager Logan, what is going on?
What's up, man?
I 100% agree with Logan here. WrestleMania 40, Walter, Brock Lesnar, makes all the sense in the world to do that. As his send-off, another couple names I could probably give you guys to properly send off Brock Lesnar, Matt Riddle. I know those two don't like each other, though, so that one's probably not going to happen. Matt Riddle is one that comes to mind. Walter, maybe Bronson Reed, if you really wanted to put some stock into Bronson Reed. However, I will feel genuinely robbed that we never got to see a Brock Lesnar versus Johnny Gargano match. Oh my lord, that would have been fucking insane.
I mean, he belongs in NXT, man, so I don't know why you would want to see that.
Man, I don't know what the fuck these fucking people are talking about, bro. This man is 35 years old and you want him to stay in, especially with Triple H involved. NXT more now than ever is a developmental. When Triple H was in control and it was better than the main roster, it was a demotion when you got called up. But nowadays, it's a developmental.
Oh, yeah, bro, it is a demotion when you go back down there, because it fucking sucks. I mean, there's good people, but the overall quality of the show is garbage.
Yeah, 100%. They have good people. The only problem now is the fucking show sucks. It's a fucking High School Musical. It's a wrestling fans High School Musical, man. It's a fucking, I mean, yo, there he is. What up, Durante?
Oh, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's like, it's a fucking demotion nowadays. Nobody want to see Johnny Gargano in. Actually, we have news on Johnny Gargano a little bit later today. Only the reason it's on the news is because we're not fucking talking about NXT on Unscripted. That's just how it is. So
I'm trying to talk about
the Waller effect, the Grayson Waller, his talk show. He's fucking having promo battles with fucking cockeyed Michaels and shit. I don't know what's going on down there anymore, man. But bro, if this really is the end for Brock Lesnar, what a fucking great run. I mean, seriously, one of the most underrated talents ever.
Oh,
And a lot of people underrate him because of the way Vince McMahon used him, which sucks because Brock is he's so good. He's so good. And I really wish they could have maximized his use way better than how they did. And even at that, he had a good run, but what they could have did with Brock could have been just so much better, man. He's one of the best. What were you saying?
He's one of those guys where you can make a million dream matches out of him, and they never done anything like that. And it's sad to see, man. Even though I don't think it'll ever happen because he's fucking cost way too much money, a few matches in AEW, man. Ooh, those could be unbelievable, man.
Brock versus Omega.
Oh, Brock versus Mox, running that back.
Oh,
Especially Mox.
yes.
Oh, bro, that was a fucking bloodfest.
One of my dream matches, and I know it'll be very lopsided, but I think this man could. I mean, he's already one of the best sellers in the business, but I think he could sell his ass off for Brock. Brock Lesnar versus Darby Allin, bro.
That would be fucking awesome, man.
Ooh, dude, could you imagine Darby Allin taking a German suplex?
Oh, bro.
Holy shit,
We'll call that the CTE match. God damn.
bro. Oh man, the Benoit Memorial, dude.
Oh, my God.
But like I was saying, bro, Brock is one of the best final bosses we've ever seen in professional wrestling. And you know, like I said, they could have used Brock so much better. However, in saying that, the good stuff that we've seen Brock Lesnar in, oh my lord, Brock Lesnar versus AJ, Daniel Bryan, and Finn Balor are some of my favorite matches ever. Those are just all around bangers. And he had a good run, and I'm telling you right now, bro, do not end this with putting over Omos. I don't know if Brock likes him personally. I don't know what they got going on, but dude, no.
Go ahead and end it.
No. I think the perfect way is, if it's not going to be Matt Riddle, and plus, with the way Matt Riddle is, I don't know if you really want to put that kind of faith in him by having him be the one to defeat Brock Lesnar. Although it would be a great match. As far as a retirement match, I don't know about that. In terms of retirement, I think you go with a guy who you can absolutely trust, and a guy who looks absolutely fucking nothing but promising in his future under Triple H. And that's Walter, man. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so although we don't know what's next for Brock, I guess we'll just have to wait and see till after WrestleMania, man. But it's been a hell of a run, man. It's been a hell of a run. It could have been 10 times more, but even at that, it's been a hell of a run, man. So do not fucking end it with Omos.
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 Speaking of Brock Lesnar's BFF, that's right, man. According to, you guys know who it is, according to Brian Alvarez and Fightful Select, they're reporting that Vince McMahon is backstage at WWE Raw in Boston. Bro, when I seen this news, Sir K told you guys what I texted in our group chat on Monday. I texted you guys a picture, or I sent you guys the tweet, and all I said was, "So it begins." Vince McMahon. So we're going to give you guys the reason. I use this term lightly. Hey, what's up, Vel? How's it going?
Sadly, you probably came in at the worst time possible because we're talking about fucking Voldemort here.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Yes, absolutely. So, yes. Yeah.
Good thing we have no news on the other guy, though. Mr. fucking Phil.
Yeah, Philly Phil. We got no news on Punk, Bell. So, I have a feeling soon we might have some news on Philly Phil. But man, yes, no better to catch you up, man, than the IWC's best kept secret. So thank you as always. Thank you guys for being here, man. Now we got our original crew back, man. So hell yeah. Thank you guys for all being here. As always, we love you guys, man. But the reason, or the Sir K just did it. The reason why Vince McMahon was backstage at Raw, Sean Sapp dropped an update on his Twitter, and he reported that he's heard from several people that Vince McMahon was only backstage to visit John Cena, who's set for an appearance, or was set for an appearance on that night's show. So, Sapp tweeted, "Everything that I've heard thus far indicates that people at WWE Raw believe Vince McMahon was at the show to visit John Cena. He visited Cena multiple times outside of WWE over the last year. Great. Why can't you keep visiting him outside of WWE?" So, you know, I mean, if you guys want to fucking go out for a night on the fucking town and go get some wings and some fucking pizza, why don't you go do that? Why do you have to be backstage?
Yeah.
Also, I didn't put it in the notes, but did you hear the story that multiple people talent-wise were purposely avoiding Vince McMahon?
Dude, that's amazing.
That's absolutely incredible.
That's fucking amazing, man. Did you also hear he has a fucking mustache now?
Oh, that I did see that. That picture was resurrected. It was an old picture. Somebody just fucking photoshopped a mustache on him.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot, but apparently he has a fucking mustache now from like reports back there. People are saying he's got a mustache.
Oh, that picture is real? Or
No, the picture's not real, but the news about it's real.
I'm dead. I did not know that.
That's why they made those images.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Oh, jeez. Well, yes, Cena and Theory is official.
It is.
He is official. It's always, well, I wouldn't say I love it, but it's always funny how John Cena, like, announces a WrestleMania match. He always comes out there. He did the same thing with Bray Wyatt, and he was like, with Bray Wyatt, he gave this big elaborate speech about why he's not going to be at WrestleMania just for him to accept the match like 90 seconds later. And with Austin Theory offered him a match. He told him no, just for him to ultimately tell him yes, so he can humble him. So
literally, it's always like, man, I'm gonna give it to the young guys this year. I'm not gonna take any time away from anybody. You want a match? Shit, all right.
They're like, what?
I love it. I love that shit.
I'm dead. I can't believe Vince McMahon actually has a mustache. Though, wow. God,
he does.
He probably looks like how fucking those images look too. And, oh Lord, bro, I sent you guys I believe I don't know if it was Instagram or Twitter, but I sent you guys a picture, the original Photoshop picture, and I said, why does this motherfucker look like Sully from Uncharted? He literally fucking looks like Sully from Uncharted in those Photoshop pictures we were seeing, dude. Oh Lord. Motherfucker been watching Dax Harwood. Bro been watching FTR with Dax. But man, so Vince McMahon, WrestleVotes then gave us an update and said, while Vince McMahon was in Gorilla for the entire show, he was in Gorilla, and has said to be in a pleasant mood, and they're told that his presence backstage did not impact anything script-wise last night. You could definitely tell. It was a Triple H book show. So you could definitely, that's a good sign, at least for now, which, like I said, like me and Sir K have been telling you guys for a minute. Like I've been saying personally, you know, I'm not gonna let Vince McMahon halt my excitement, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be realistic about this and understand Triple H more than likely is keeping the pen warm. You know,
more than likely, exactly.
Sadly, and we sit here and we can tell you guys 1,000 times over how much we want Triple H to stay in head of creative.
Oh yeah.
If Vince McMahon wants to be back in the chair. Nick Khan said a couple months ago, Vince McMahon won't be back unless Triple H is cool with it. You think Triple H is going to say no?
He ain't saying no.
Stephanie's out of the company. So once Vince McMahon, if Vince McMahon were to eventually leave the company, right? Once Triple H is, for example, if Triple H were to say no, you're not coming back to creative, and give a little bit of pushback, and rub Nick Khan the wrong way or Vince McMahon the wrong way, Stephanie's out of the company. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to him. And that's just how it is. Whether it's they fire him. I mean, look at what they did to him last time. They fucking demoted him and they sent him back down to NXT. Then they fucking completely put NXT in their vision and then transferred that into just taking it away from him in general. So, I mean, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to the man. And that's just how it is. But you could definitely tell that it was a Triple H book show, and you could definitely tell he was trying to almost give his biggest fuck you to Vince McMahon, while probably sitting right next to him. I mean, he had Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano on the show. He had a couple, and
good shit.
Yeah, he had some pretty good stuff on the show, man. So there was that. Was Bronson Reed on the show?
Not that I remember.
Triple H was probably like, hide, I don't want him to see you.
He's probably one of the people avoiding them.
Oh, he was. Especially after them stories of Vince McMahon firing him because he thought he was fat. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking know it.
But Triple H is like, take the night off, man. He's here.
Just said, oh, man, I got you next week, man.
I got you. Exactly. So, yeah, man. So Vince McMahon was sitting in gorilla position the whole night, and it looked like he did not impact anything script-wise on the show. That's good for now. But honestly, dude, if he was there to visit John Cena, news came out today. John Cena finished filming. He wrapped up on his latest film. So it looks like John Cena is going to be free to do every Monday Night Raw for the next month or for the next 3 weeks until we get to WrestleMania. Is Vince McMahon going to be back there to visit John Cena every week?
Because if he is, that's real fucking suspicious.
Yeah, way to try to cover your tracks, buddy. We're not fucking stupid. I don't know, man. That's not a good sign. However, you could maybe say he did visit John Cena because it was in John Cena's hometown. Maybe he wanted to see Cena's family. I'm sure he knows them. Since
they're double dates now, so
yeah, yeah, right.
That random ass fucking chick.
So. Yeah, so that's how I escaped 40 years of prison. Dude, I guess we'll have to see, because if Vince McMahon is there every week to accompany John Cena to Monday Night Raw as if John Cena's not a big boy and he can't go to fucking, yeah, was his fucking daddy daycare. So, we'll have to wait and see, man. Like I said, trying to give this at least a little bit of positivity to it. Maybe he was only there because it was in Cena's hometown. It was in Boston, so maybe. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we know how Vince McMahon works, man. He's gonna gradually move his way up the ladder until Vince McMahon is there every week. He's not expecting the script. And then he's going to affect the script all of a sudden. And then, you guys know how it goes, man. So, I don't know. This isn't good at all, man. This is not good at all. This is not a step in the right direction, man. Stay in your fucking office. I would prefer if you didn't fucking come back to the office. But stay in the fucking office and work on your sale.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, this is, I feel like this might be the start to something bad, man. But let's at least give that we at least have this guaranteed Mania to Triple H, and it's looking pretty decent, looking pretty solid. And as for next Mania, let's hope it is that man in charge, because the way it's looking, Triple H hopes it is, man. So let's hope it goes well.
Definitely. Definitely. And he's doing a solid job. He's doing a solid job for his WrestleMania card. Did you hear those rumors about Stone Cold Steve Austin's potential opponent?
I did not. Oh, are you talking about those fake rumors against fucking what's his name, LA Knight?
Oh, those were fake.
Oh, those were so fake.
Okay. I seen that as a rumor, but I didn't put it in the notes cuz I didn't really there was nobody credible behind it, but I
Yeah. I think the dude that made it up credited PWI, but they were like, no, that's completely fake. We said nothing about that. It's just some dude
damn,
made
they're
it up.
lying on their name this week. What's going on with PW Insider, bro? Damn.
Lying on their ass, bro.
But yeah, man, Triple H, he's been shortening the card, and I like it. I like it. Those spots should be prestigious.
Mhm.
5-6 matches a night. One thing I don't like, however, is we got some confirmed matches for NXT Stand and Deliver. WWE announced 2 huge matches last night during last night's episode of NXT for Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend. One was Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Everybody knew. Hey, what's up, Rage? How's it going? It's going good for me. What about you?
What about you? I'm good.
One was Braun versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. We all knew that was happening. The other one was Grayson Waller versus Johnny Gargano. And, normally, I'm not against this. It makes sense. Grayson Waller attacked Johnny Gargano during his farewell speech. Johnny Gargano put Grayson Waller over on the way out. I get it. It makes sense. Johnny Gargano has a reason to be pissed off at Grayson Waller. The thing that I'm pissed off about is more than likely this means Johnny Gargano opted to take a NXT Stand and Deliver spot because they have nothing for him at WrestleMania.
That's insane, man.
Really? I don't know, man. That leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. I really wanted to see Johnny Gargano at WrestleMania. This is his first year. That was one of the reasons. Literally, he said when he came back, the reason I came back is because I want to wrestle on a SummerSlam. I want to have a WrestleMania moment. That was one of the things that he said. He said he wanted to win a US and an IC title. He wanted to win these titles that he grew up watching. And he wanted to have a WrestleMania moment, and he's right back to fucking NXT. Right back to where we fucking started with this guy.
So mad if I was Gargano.
Dude, I really would, bro. I mean, you came back to this company because you wanted to be on shows like WrestleMania. You wanted to be on shows like Survivor Series, which he wasn't even on that either. What? And not to mention, him and Bronson Reed, more than ever, should be contending for at least a U.S. championship at WrestleMania, that they just had standout performances that Triple H admitted himself were star-making performances in the Elimination Chamber, and you follow up with fucking Stand and Deliver?
That's really, really annoying, man. I'd be so pissed if I was Gargano. That's so disappointing.
Dude, it really is, man. I mean, I know he's friends with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and although, I do like Triple H not playing favoritism, I will say that. That's one good thing, but dude, and I know in Triple H's booking, you may say, oh, well, I know he may say, oh, you know, Gargano doesn't fit into the card this year, but he does. All you had to do was take the U.S. title off Austin Theory. Austin Theory didn't need the U.S. title facing John Cena. Now, does it put, you know, I'm fine with either. Does it put a good look on the title? Yes. You know, but are there other people that could have used it? Yes. You know, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins does not need to happen. You could have did Logan Paul versus Ricochet, and then you could have did Seth versus Bronson versus Johnny for the U.S. title.
Great.
It doesn't make any sense, dude. It does not make any sense. And we're right back to where we started with Johnny Gargano. Bro, this better play into some kick-ass fucking story, because this is bullshit, man.
It really is, man. I don't like what they did here, man. And it's very disappointing.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, it was announced today. It was announced today via PW Insider. No, we're not lying. We're not lying on their name. It was announced today that the Great Muta will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. This was obviously a trade for Muta getting to participate in the Hall of Fame for WWE. And on the opposite end of that, WWE sent over Nakamura to work some Noah shows. So what a great trade. Very beneficial for everybody. And it's a great thing, and I'm very happy for him. And I want to see more shit like this. I want to see more people from outside WWE getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think it's
I think that's what.
No question. I think you know, with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all you have to do is make one song, even if you're a rapper. Like, I know Korn made a song with Biggie and all it has to be is one song with a rock band or anybody eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get inducted. So for the WWE, all you got to do, man, is wrestle one wrestling match. One pro wrestling match, and you could be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think that's how it should be. I don't think it should be, you need to wrestle once in WWE. No. If you wrestle once, in general, if they want to fucking induct Zach Gowen into the WWE Hall of Fame, then he should fucking be able to, man. I mean, you know, you can never... Exactly. You can never get enough of honoring great careers, whether it was in your company, whether it was in the biggest professional wrestling company in the world, or whether it was in some fucking rundown indie show, but the guy made a difference in the business, man. I mean, that's how it should be, man. And I'm glad it's the WWE Hall of Fame. Yes, he is being inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, rappers get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, I mean,
it only makes sense, man.
It does. Honor great careers, bro. That's what the Hall of Fame is for. That's what it is for. And we all know Triple H is a lover of professional wrestling. So, you know, I would like to see that. Maybe the Briscoes. Maybe the Briscoes could be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. You know what, though? Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. Yeah. Bray Wyatt's probably gonna... Bray Wyatt will definitely go in twice.
Oh, yeah.
Bray Wyatt will definitely go in twice. He'll go in as Bray Wyatt and then the Wyatt family as well. It'll be sick, man. It'll be sick. But, yeah, and inducting Muta... Nakamura would be great. Asuka would be great. Yeah, that absolutely.
It's going to be Nakamura. I think I heard about that a while ago.
Sweet. So
that's
awesome.
So we'll see how it goes, man. But it definitely would be awesome to see both of them in that induction.
Definitely, man. And it's a great thing, man. It's a great thing for It's a great thing for wrestling in general, man. We need to see more stuff like this, and because of Triple H, we are.
Definitely.
Well, on the opposite end of the pole, talking about people being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, let's talk about people leaving WWE. People leaving WWE, man, or more specifically NXT. Tokyo Sports are reporting that Saray will be leaving WWE once her contract expires and will hold a press conference on March 13th to announce her return to Japan. Her return match will most likely take place at a Serism event from Shinjuku Face on May 16th. I probably just butchered the fuck out of that, but please bear with me. Saray signed with WWE in 2020, however, hasn't appeared on TV since last August when she lost to Mandy Rose.
Yeah, damn. I think she's the one that they tried to give a schoolgirl gimmick to.
They did. That was her. Yep.
That's insane, bro. That's fucking insane. And the most, like, I remember back in 2020 when the reports of her coming in, she was supposed to be like the next Asuka in that bitch, the next Kairi Sane.
Yep.
And they gave her the gimmick of a fucking Japanese schoolgirl. Good God.
Good Lord.
Michaels.
Yeah. Well, him and Bruce Pritchard at the time, those fucking perverts.
I swear to God.
So, I mean, you know,
what do they expect?
Yeah, I mean, I totally, I mean, Kushida did the same thing, bro. I mean, Bruce Pritchard and Shawn Michaels. Now, Triple H knew how to book some people from Japan, right? He knew how to book some Japanese people. Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, Asuka, Shinsuke Nakamura are, you know, the main ones that come to mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, his buddy, Shawn Michaels and Bruce Pritchard, holy shit. They do not fucking know how to book people from Japanese people, bro. Her run has been completely irrelevant to the point where, you know, I hardly even knew she was there half the time, and that's where her, you know, I guess that's where her reign ends, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm glad to see she decided to get up and leave, man, because probably wasn't going to get much better than that.
No, the match with Mandy Rose was definitely, clearly, as high as it got for her, man. So,
God.
Yeah, man, I mean, it sucks, you know, somebody who was hyped up to be the next big Japanese superstar that Triple H was going to build, and it ends up turning into shit and a bunch of nothingness. So, that's that, unfortunately, but, it sucks, but I'm glad she's going back to somewhere that will actually value her, because normally people go to WWE to at least increase their name value somewhat. WWE has not done a lick of that for Saray, so...
It has not, man. It's basically just been a waste of time, which sucks, man.
No question. No fucking question, man. So, yeah, man, with that, speaking of Saraya, AEW's Saraya, whatever you want to call her, oh my lord, Saraya is pushing for women's tag titles in AEW.
Dude, ain't no way, man.
Oh, God.
Useless titles in that fucking company.
Dude, please get rid of her.
Dude, at this point, just get your ass, bro.
Bro. AEW can barely book a tag division right now. AEW they got a little story going on with FTR and the Guns. Maybe it's not, between two of the most intriguing people ever. Maybe you have, obviously one intriguing team, and then, then there's the other one. But, bro, you have FTR winning these tag team championships, and what happens after that exactly? What the fuck happens after that? Please, I would love to know. I would love to know what in the actual fuck happens after FTR wins these AEW tag team championships. That, maybe another match with the Lucha Bros. Maybe you go heel with the Lucha Bros. I would like that, but maybe they turn on Pac or Pac turns on them. You have Aussie Open possibly. I don't know, man, but not to mention, Jesus. Not to mention AEW has a TBS championship that they can't book. They have a All Atlantic championship. We'll get to that in a little bit, or a international championship that they can't book. They don't even have a TNT championship that they can fucking book. So, what exactly is the use of bringing in another set of championships? And does anybody want to fucking tell me how many teams are in the AEW women's tag team division? You have the Freelancers. You have Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. You have fucking Ty J. You have Penelope Ford and the Bunny. Do any of those teams make you want to jump out of your fucking seat and see a match? Maybe Jamie and Britt, maybe,
Maybe. But, no.
No. Absolutely not. Things like this, Tony, it hasn't been confirmed that he's, okayed this idea or not. Bro, please, for my mental sanity, say no. Please say no. I can give a fuck and a half about Jade Cargill. I am right with you in that boat, Durante, bro. Dude, they have so many championships that they can barely fucking book by the skin of their fucking teeth. Dude, again, and I cannot wait to talk about the TNT Championship on Monday. TNT title, international title, TBS title, all the, dude.
Like, I don't get it, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. If she's requesting that type of shit, man, boot her. Because all she's done so far is put on some slopfest matches, spray paint L's on people, and request bad ideas.
You forgot the
Goddamn.
middle fingers. Now she's got Ruby doing it.
Dude, she's the fucking CM Punk of the fucking women's division. Get her the hell out of here, bro. And she doesn't even have the good side of CM Punk, which is like great television. It's just everything's bad. She's like if you mix fucking CM Punk backstage wise and fucking just trash on screen wise. Just get her out of here at this point, man.
Dude, could you imagine the fucking Freelancers with some championships, man? Oh my God. I mean, at this point, Bell says AEW is about to become the Oprah of the wrestling world. You get a belt, you get a belt, you get a belt. Literally everybody on this fucking television show has a championship.
Literally, bro, and you don't need most of them. You need the world, TNT, maybe, what's the new name for it? Fucking international? Maybe that time. Maybe. Trios, tag, women's. That's all you need. You don't need the TBS. You don't need the fucking, what's it called? You probably don't need the fucking all national or whatever the fuck it's called, the international fucking title.
All national.
All national. You don't need this shit, bro.
No.
You need your base titles. That's what made them important in the beginning, because those were the only ones, man. trio was really the only one you needed to add into that mix.
They had
And
4 belts.
Mm-hmm.
They had 4 belts when they, a little bit after they started. World title, TNT title, tag titles, women's title. And, maybe if you want, you could have added a trios. But speaking of trios, did you see that match on Wednesday?
That shit looking heat, bro.
Sign Stu Grayson.
Please, bro.
Bro.
Please.
Come on.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Fucking sign the man. Please. Enough is enough with these one-off appearances. Dude. Good Lord. Bro, maybe you end up throwing a trios in there down the line. That's all you needed. That is all you needed, man. But yeah, man. No. Absolutely no to Saraya, whatever the fuck it is. No. Absolutely not. All right, man. So, moving on. We got FTR. Man. Interesting. Yeah, man. All right, man. According to PW Insider, man, FTR made their return to AEW for the first time in months at this year's Revolution pay-per-view and confronted the current AEW Tag Team Champions, the Guns. During their time away from the company, Dax Harwood had hinted about potentially leaving the company through a series of tweets on his podcast. PW Insider is now reporting that FTR are locked in with long-term deals with AEW. They said, and I quote, "The belief was that FTR are locked into long-term deals with AEW and their disappearance and tease of going elsewhere was just a storyline cover." End quote. Dax did talk about this a little bit on his podcast. He talked about how they never tried to play Tony or Triple H for anything. He talked about having a great relationship with both of them. He talked about how he was not trying to play anybody out for more money or hold anybody up for more money. He was very realistic. He said that AEW was going to give them the schedule that WWE most likely would not have given them, and he didn't want to go back to working that WWE schedule, and he wanted to spend more time with his family, man, and he wanted to be happy. And he talked about how WWE is on a great creative resurgence, and he hopes things can stay that way for them because things have been great. And yeah, he pretty much talked about, staying with AEW because really, I think what I took away from it was it really came down to the schedule for him and him wanting to stay in AEW. He also talked about how Tony Khan, he said, unless anything changes, they're still allowed to take indie bookings and wrestle, indie tag teams. So,
exactly, man. I mean, there's both the pros and cons to both companies, man. And I'm happy that FTR made a choice that they liked, man, and that they thought was right, man. And then I completely understand the schedule, reason. That was one of the big ones, one of the big negatives about WWE still, and it proved right in this scenario.
Definitely, man. So, yeah, man, but that is the news, bro. It looks like FTR is staying with AEW. I think this was the right choice. I think if they would have went back to WWE, they would have been in a very hostile environment. I don't think with the boys. I think the boys would love to have them back, but I think the office, I think the people in Gorilla, don't like them. I don't think
No.
they like them. They were more than willing to bury them at Raw 25. They were a lot of the guys that are in Gorilla now are the same guys that had no problem burying those two at Raw 25. So, I mean, I think that would have been a really hostile environment for them, and I think they made. Hey, what's up, Muhammad?
Oh man.
I think they made the right choice. I think I also think a lot. I think Road Dogg really kind of fucked that up for them. I think he kind of fucked it up for WWE in the terms of his man's picking fights with the guy with Dax on his podcast. He's fucking picking fights with them on there, going back and forth every week about I don't like you because of this, and Road Dogg's responding, and then Dax is responding, and Road Dogg's these two are they're fucking picking fights on the podcast through podcasts, and then expects Dax to come and work for them.
Exactly, man. It's really, really immature on WWE side, which is crazy to think, man. But that's crazy, man. And I think it'll end with FTR making the right choice, man. I think they have, especially with that Vince news. They fucking gave a sigh of relief when they saw that fucking Vince news because that ain't a good sign, man. And they know it, man. Imagine if that motherfucker saw him back there. Oh, man. It'd be over with. He'd take control right there and then.
Yes.
So, although creatively, they could have done some great stuff in WWE going back, especially with the other tag teams that might be coming back, man. But I think in the long term, at least for this set deal, I think they might have made the right choice.
Definitely, man. So, speaking of people who look to be going to WWE, or at least he's telling them that he's going to see them in WWE, MJF. AEW World Champion MJF has been open about his contract renewal with AEW in 2024 and has teased multiple times in interviews and on Dynamite that he is waiting for the bidding war for MJF to begin in 2024, and he will go where the money takes him. Fightful Select has provided an update on this situation, saying a talent admitting Fightful Select has provided an update on the situation, saying that a WWE talent admitted that MJF told him, "I'll see you in 2024." He says, and I quote, "This extends to WWE as well, including one WWE talent outright admitting that MJF said, 'I'm looking forward to being there in 2024. Before noting that while MJF wanted them to think he was serious, they did take it with a grain of salt. With a grain of salt, a word of him saying that he made its way to other talent there as well." Everything MJF says you have to take with a grain of salt. That's the first thing. MJF, you never know when he's working and when he's not, and more times than not, he's working. So,
Plus, depending on who that talent was, they might have took "I'll see you in 2024" in different contexts, maybe. Maybe the motherfucker he was talking to and people overheard it was, going to the other company. Or it's MJF, man. He says that type of shit all the time. He fucking tweets at that company, "I'll see you guys in 2024 after the bidding war" and shit.
Yeah, that's definitely another possibility. Or the other possibility is that he goes to WWE, and I can see that too, because MJF wants to be talked about, and I feel if his interest is really just money, if that's really how it is, because MJF's not going to be able to be MJF in WWE. I mean, he'll be MJF. he's not going to be he's
He
not going to be
said
this unfiltered MJF.
that you just throw fucking drinks at people in the crowd like it's nothing.
Yeah,
He won't be able to do nothing like that in that
no,
company.
no,
No, he won't be able to curse damn near as much. They allow cursing now a little bit. He ain't gonna be able to say the shit he says now on television. It
no.
won't be MJF in that company. It'll be the WWE version of him, and he knows that. So if he really is willing to go there, it is about the money.
Yes, I mean, yeah, I mean, if he pops up in WWE, man, it really, I mean, it really is. It really had to have been a money thing because, you know, with Cody, it's different. You know,
Mhm.
Cody's a good person. Cody can still be Cody.
Yeah,
MJF's character, he is not a good person, and he is the devil. He is
he
a
literally.
fucking asshole, and he, you know, I just don't see WWE letting him be him. Um
No.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all.
I mean, he could.
Yes. Yeah, I mean he can I mean it could really go either way. And it could really go either way. I can personally see him I could see this going both ways. I honestly think they genuinely have a 50 each company has a 50-50 chance.
I think so, man.
Um
So, hey, Tony Khan better throw all that fucking money he can, bro. You better fire Tony Nese, fucking, and a bunch of other people, and fucking use that money on his ass.
yes. Definitely. Definitely, man. So, I don't know, man, but you know WWE is going to be fiending to get
Oh,
MJF. And like I said, if it really is about the money, and if he's dead ass serious about it just being about the money, he'll end up in WWE.
mm-hmm.
He will. WWE will dish out unsurmountable numbers to get him. They might use MJF for a couple months and then fucking release him if Vince is back in charge. You know,
Exactly.
that's WWE's loophole. We got you to come over here. You know, we got you to fucking, you know, leave them for the money. Now we're just gonna release you because we don't got the money to pay for you. We want our mansions to be bigger.
Exactly, bro. Like, they would do that too. They would pay him some, especially if Brock is done. They pay him some of that Brock money, and they have him do a couple match, get some eyes on the company, and they boot his ass. Imagine how sorry he would look walking back in Tony Khan's office. Just, hey
Yeah,
man, they uh, they fired me. Can I get my job back?
completely ruin his character.
Literally. Because that
uh,
character is going to be ass in that company. I hate to break it to people. That character is going to be not ass, but just not nearly what it is now.
not what it's not gonna be
I
the
don't
reason
think
why we all love MJF.
exactly, bro. He'll just be turned to a version of the Miz, and that's sad.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. You know that he might be saying a little more crazy stuff than obviously the Miz does, or the you know.
Oh
But
yeah,
like when I think peak Miz, I think of him saying to Renee Paquette, I don't know, you're the one sleeping with him. I could see
okay.
MJF maybe like a little level above that, but that's as far as they'll
Yeah.
let him go.
Oh, 100%. He ain't doing near like you hear about the hot water he got in for throwing that drink at that kid that turned out to be tequila and not water.
Which is funny because that lady done told on herself. Because if that was tequila, arenas don't sell tequila. She illegally smuggled that fucking tequila
He
in.
smuggled that shit in. But Tony Khan just brought him backstage and promised the kid to be at, like the next show or something. That he'll
Yeah,
fly him out to the next show or whatever.
yeah.
But like,
He was at Dynamite.
yeah. But
Titus.
you think in WWE is letting MJF do that type of shit? Hell no. You think at their little signings he's gonna be allowed to make fun of the fucking crippled fans that come up to him? Not in the slightest.
Oh my god.
Wanna
Yeah.
stand up for this photo? Oh wait, you think he's gonna be allowed to do that shit? No. I mean, it's gonna be good for him because when we make it butt fuck money, but it's gonna suck TV wise and character wise, man.
Definitely. Definitely, man. However, if we do see MJF in WWE, we need to see that MJF that was like the fucking sweetest guy in the world. But
That
then when
would be
he got around people he didn't like, he's just a fucking prick. Oh my god.
that would be the perfect character for him to go back to in WWE because it would fit well in that tone of that company, man. Just all nice around Cody and fucking and AJ maybe, and then everyone else comes around. He's just a fucking asshole, man. I love it. I miss that character a little bit.
Yes. Oh, bro. When he, oh god, that shit was, those BTE segments were fucking next level. Yeah, man. So that is that. That is the news on MJF. Like I said, I could really see this going either way, man. I really, really could. AEW. Speaking of more AEW, man. AEW All Access. It finally has a date. AEW has announced that its new All Access series will premiere on Wednesday, March 29th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Immediately following AEW Dynamite, Adam Cole will also be making his in-ring return on the March 29th edition of Dynamite. This is good, man. I love how they tell us that it's sometime in March and then it's the last Wednesday in March, but they really drug that out. It really gives off vibes of like, damn, we needed a big announcement for the show. All Access is coming. It's definitely going to be in March, but we just don't know when. And all right, and then they're like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have announced that. So let's just let's put it for the last week of March.
God damn, man. Speaking of All Access, bro, did you see on the ad for it? Dude, one of those fucking little storylines back in the shit they talk about in the show is how Thunder Rosa
Yep.
was holding down the women's division.
Yep.
Dude, I saw that. I was like, no fucking way.
Oh, I just heard Britt. Say
Yeah.
she's been out for months. She's holding up the storylines. I was like, oh my god, she's talking about fucking Thunder Rosa.
Then they throw a clip of Thunder Rosa, like, holding her title and shit. Dude, that had me dying, bruh. They really putting that on television.
However,
That's cool. We might see her running in the bathroom.
however, how Jamie Hayter's just fucking chasing after her. So Tony's trying to fucking stop him. So thing is, with this whole freelancer storyline, I could see them playing it up on AEW All Access, like these two have a big beef, and then it all culminates with them being on the same team for, the freelancers versus Team AEW.
I could see that a lot, man. I could see Thunder Rosa coming back, joining Team AEW as like a necessary thing. She doesn't like them, but she'll defend the company with them because, blah, blah, blah. I could actually see that a lot. Especially that she's
Definitely.
coming back soon. I could see that.
Definitely, man. So we do got a date for AEW All Access. I mean, it looks okay. I feel like we're gonna get some next level Tony Khan memes on there.
Oh, can't
Oh,
wait.
bro, we are 100% getting some next level shit. As for the other stuff, I mean, it looks okay. It look like we're getting a little bit of like Young Bucks on there. I'm not really too interested in like the Sammy and Ty Conti stuff.
No, not at all. But the other
Oh,
stuff seems pretty cool.
also, did you see that cringy fucking confrontation between Ruby Soho and Ty Conti?
Don't think I did actually.
Ruby, there was like a little clip in the back, and Ruby was like, if it happens again, we're gonna have a problem. And Ty was just looking at her ass. I was like, oh, fucking please. This is why reality TV fucking annoys me. I mean, some of the stuff is gonna be good, but man, it seems like some of the stuff coming from the women's side of it is just like, oh Lord.
Like, oh, dude, like their tone half the time is just so cringy, man. Like,
Dude,
sometimes they just try so hard.
Ruby just sounded like she was trying so hard to like be fucking intimidating. She's like, if it happens again, we're gonna have a problem. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, oh man, it could be so bad sometimes, man.
yeah, we'll definitely,
We'll
we'll,
definitely talk about it.
we'll definitely be talking about it, Bell. Definitely. We'll probably be laughing at the shit. Like I said, um, bro, I feel like we're gonna get some fucking some generational fucking Tony Khan memes out of this
Dude, I
all
can't
access show.
see him in that back. Just whoa, what do you guys want to do this week? Just fucking spazzing out, fucking
Bro.
PK.
Yeah. The woman stuff sounds very cringy, but yes, we definitely will be. We'll definitely be here to talk about it and probably laugh at it with you guys. So, but
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, the Adam Cole stuff looks good. The Elite stuff seems pretty solid. Like, I mean, it seems okay. Seems okay.
Definitely. It seems alright. I'm interested.
Definitely. I wonder if this is gonna be a show that. I wonder if there's gonna be a show that airs like all year round after every Dynamite, or I wonder if this is gonna be seasonal.
I'm guessing it'll be seasonal.
That's what I'm guessing too.
I wonder how many episodes though.
Well, if they started filming back in November, well, then again, we don't know if they're still filming now.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just have to wait till we get more information on it to know.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. You know what I really got to start watching though? I was seeing a clip on TikTok of those like AEW, those A&E, like WWE documentaries and shit. Like, apparently
Yeah,
those look good as fuck. I was seeing some clips of WWE Rivals with The Rock and John Cena. Oh my god, that shit looked fucking amazing. I'm gonna start watching them, to be honest, bro.
Mm,
I'm gonna start watching them. Them shits look good. I
Good.
can't lie.
Cool, bro. Fucking camera.
There it is, Mr.
Fucking.
RGB himself.
Dude, at least it's that green. The fucking blue is better than the fucking green.
Yes, yeah,
This fucking
definitely.
thing. Fucking dropped in the glass. Now it's fucked.
So, yeah, man. So that is the news on AEW All Access, man. Jumping over to some WWE news quickly. This did come out last Saturday. The Wrestling Observer confirms that Kofi Kingston has suffered a leg injury on SmackDown. The severity of this injury is unknown, and we wish him a speedy recovery. Damn.
Man. Just Xavier at this fucking point, man. It really sucks.
No E, no Kofi, nothing.
Damn.
Damn.
That's sad.
That-
That sucks, man.
Yes, that really fucking blows. That really blows for the New Day. I mean, the New Day is already as fucking dead in the water as it comes, but so sad. What a great faction, just fucking dead. I mean, they need to turn heel, man. They need to turn heel. They could have a revitalization of their career. Either that, or these guys need to skip out. They need to skip out the company, man. I mean, Xavier ain't making no money off that fucking YouTube channel anyway, so why don't you go make some money off of it?
Exactly. And his friends are fucking on it, all aren't in the company anyway, so might as well really be able to put them on that fucking YouTube channel again.
Yeah.
Fuck Claudio, Adam Cole, goddamn.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would genuinely think about it. If I were them, I'm serious, man. I would at least give it a thought, because
Definitely.
all those dream matches, bro. New Day versus the Elite. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my
I
god, how
remember
good would that be?
don't know if I think it might have been Xavier that tweeted it, but they wanted that match to happen, but
Yeah,
WWE blocked it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Um,
Come on.
New Day versus the Elite, New Day versus CMFTR, New Day versus House of Black.
Well,
Um, man,
fucking United Empire could be really dope.
oh, ooh,
JAS, Blackpool Combat Club, they got some matches in that bitch that they could do.
definitely, bro. The Kingdom, they could go. They could, they could go on like a. They could go on like a New Day
Or,
Impact tour.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know a tag team, let alone a trio in fucking Impact.
I genuinely couldn't tell you one. They could go face that little kid Gresham or something. So, um, yeah, man. But no, seriously, I would think about it. If WWE's not going to turn them heel or give them anything to revitalize those characters, and I think a heel turn is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, fucking, I would think about it, man. I would think about dipping out
Definitely.
at least for a couple years and come back and finish their career in WWE. Definitely something like that, man. But yes, it sucks that Kofi is it's it sucks that Kofi is injured, man, but I'm wishing him a very speedy recovery, man.
Exactly, man. Definitely. Definitely. That sucks.
Absolutely, man. WWE is in talks with the Australian government for a huge stadium show. Dave
Hell yeah.
Meltzer is reporting that WWE is in talks with the government of Western Australia to hold a huge stadium event in the country, likely taking place in Perth. WWE last visited Australia in 2018 with the Super Showdown pay-per-view, which emanated from Melbourne Cricket Ground. That would be great. I would like to see them bring back like cool international show names like Global Warning or something like
Yeah.
that. Something
Stuff
like
or put it in a normal pay-per-view, but make it cooler. Like,
there you go.
even though I think the place is already confirmed, um, uh, a SummerSlam in Australia, I think could work.
Mhm.
Maybe a Survivor Series or something. Some cool shit. They could do normal pay-per-views in a place like Australia, man. I would like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It would be, and it would be incredible. They could do a War Games there. They could do a Royal Rumble there.
I
They,
say a Rumble would be dope.
you could do a lot of cool stuff, man. You could do a lot of cool stuff with that. But, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And my God, Triple H just has a cool thing for some cool fucking locations.
It's not fucking butt fuck USA 24/7 anymore. Great.
Lafayette, Louisiana, Lexington, Kentucky. We're live with Money in the Bank from Corpus fucking Christi, Texas. What the fuck?
Like,
Why are
why
you
are you
going to
going
these places?
ass but fuck nowhere places, bruh? Go to some cool fucking locations, and we're finally getting that, man.
Yeah, man. So WWE is in talks with the Australian government for a huge stadium show. I love it. I love it. Speaking of cool locations, WWE has announced. What's up?
Fucking Wilkes Bar, Pennsylvania. Good lord.
Bro, I'm serious, man. That's fucking like, what are we doing here, bro?
That
Fucking
sounds so sad.
man. It's utterly ridiculous, dude. It really is. WWE has announced that Bad Bunny will be the host of WWE Backlash this year from the I'm gonna butcher this. Colincio de Puerto Rico, Jose Miguel Argolot. That's a long ad. I don't know, man. We need to rename that fucking stadium, but once we get past that, In San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Say
Oh my God, we are live from the Colencio de Puerto Rico, Jose Miguel Argolat.
Because we practiced that the whole flight there.
Oh man. So, in San Juan, Puerto Rico on Saturday, May 6th. This is cool. Bad Bunny gets to host it. He's Puerto Rican. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool host. And then, okay, let's take this dead pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash, or thankfully now Backlash.
God damn, I hated WrestleMania Backlash.
Me too, dude. And let's do a let's take this dead pay-per-view and let's not put it in fucking Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And let's put it in a cool location. Let's put it in Puerto Rico. Wow. How fucking did it really take Triple H to come up with that idea? Wow. I mean, come on, dude.
They could have been doing that the whole time, but they were always in fucking Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Fucking fucking Crispy, Texas. I ain't saying it right.
Corpus Crispy.
They don't fucking deserve for me to say that fucking name right. Dude, no one wants to put fucking shows in there. Those boring ass crowds. I want to see places like Puerto Rico, Australia, the UK. Give us some shit anywhere, bruh.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And Belle says it in the comments, and it's so true. She says it's cool to see the next 3 pay-per-views after Mania are overseas.
That's awesome, bro.
That's awesome.
I like it.
I mean, granted, yeah, I'm gonna say one of them is a Saudi show, but oh God, fucking WrestleMania, fucking SmackDown. Oh God, I fucking hate Vince McMahon.
WrestleMania Raw.
WrestleMania Roll.
WrestleMania Roll.
This is awesome, bro. Way to take a dead fucking pay-per-view and actually put it in a cool location and maybe make it a little more fucking interesting, man. You love to see it. So we got Puerto Rico for Backlash, we got Saudi for King of the Ring, and then Money in the Bank is London. Ooh, I'm so excited for that London show. That's gonna be fucking great.
That's really awesome.
Well, speaking of Saudi Arabia, man, WWE has confirmed that King and Queen of the Ring will be held at the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on Saturday, May 27th, as I'm going to flash the logo that they posted up on the screen for you guys right now, man. So, yes, the event is called King and Queen of the Ring. I wish it was just King of the Ring, and I wish, we could do the women's one on a different night, but, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, man. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, man, King and Queen of the Ring is happening May 27th, Double or Nothing weekend in Saudi Arabia, man. And I wonder how this is going to be. Are they just going to do semifinals and finals, since Triple H isn't really going to want to oversaturate the cards with too much. But I would like to see quarterfinals in there too, but I understand if you had to do semifinals because you have the women's in there, just semifinals and finals. So that kind of sucks. But however, I do think Triple H is going to make these tournaments some bangers, and I do think we're going to get a lot more. I hope, at least, we're going to get a lot more than 20 minutes of wrestling in the Queen of the Ring tournament this year.
It's insane, bro. That was crazy, man. But yeah, man. I mean, it's fucking Double or Nothing weekend, man. And I am not excited for a King and Queen of the Ring at all, man. I genuinely don't have any excitement for this show because
Saudi kind of Saudi killed it for me, but I'm still like I'm excited for I'm excited for the King of the Ring, in my opinion.
Exactly, man. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible, man, but I'm not interested at all.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care. People are hype as shit for this, man, and I don't get it.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, Saudi takes away from my excitement a lot. Not really excited for the Queen of the Ring tournament. I don't, not really for me. But I am very excited for the King of the Ring tournament. Because I feel Triple H is going to actually book the King of the Ring in a prestigious spot, and I feel like whoever that man is going to get a world championship match at SummerSlam, and I'm very excited for that concept to make a return. However, Saudi Arabia fucking blows. I'm not excited for that venue at all.
No, I'm really not.
But I am excited for the King of the Ring. Can't lie to you there. But yeah, the Queen of the Ring, I don't. The only reason I'm not excited for the Queen of the Ring, bro, I don't really know who the fuck they give it to. I mean, the only person I would like them to give it to is like Asuka or Rhea, but they're both going to be champions after Mania. So I feel like they're just going to go with one of these fucking cookie cutter women. They're going to go with Charlotte. They're going to go with Bex. They're going to go with fucking Bianca or well, maybe Bailey, but even that's kind of pushing it. I would love it to be Bailey, a singles Bailey, but I mean, I don't know, man, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So that is the news on the Queen and King of the Ring, man. Also, jumping back over to AEW. Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing, man. AEW has just announced that Double or Nothing will take place from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on Sunday, May 28th. With live episodes of AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage from the MGM Grand Arena on May 24th and 26th. Let me get this straight. So TK TK is a man of tradition, and I know he did the T-Mobile Arena last year, but TK is a man of tradition. You want to keep Double or Nothing in Vegas. The first Double or Nothing happened in the MGM Grand. Why did you move that, but you won't move All Out to the United Center? It's still in fucking Chicago. Actually, All Out technically has never been in Chicago. It's always been it's in Schaumburg, Illinois. It's not in fucking the UC is in Chicago.
Like,
how does that make sense?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And I know he's a man of tradition, man, but I would really like Double or Nothing and All Out outside of its normal place. I really would.
Definitely, man. So, yeah, man. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, dude, you're willing to move Double or Nothing to a bigger arena, but you're not willing to move All Out to a bigger arena? For
I
what?
don't get it, man. I don't understand.
Makes no sense. They sold out Forbidden Door. If All Out 2021 was in the United Center, they would have sold that out too. We would have been fucking 20,000 deep. I guess not, man. I guess not. So, yeah, man, those are the announced dates for AEW Double or Nothing, man. Always Labor Day weekend. So,
wait, is this one Memorial Day or is this one Labor Day?
I'm sorry, Memorial Day.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought All Out. Yep.
Yeah, All Out's Labor Day.
This motherfucker on his holiday weekends.
I know.
Never fucking requesting his shit. Oh, I still have to do that.
It's fucking miserable. I just did it yesterday. Probably gonna get fucking denied.
Probably.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, see, look, he moved it. He moved Double or Nothing out. He moved Double or Nothing out of Vegas for a bigger arena. why don't you move All Out in Chicago? Actually in Chicago for a bigger arena.
There's gotta be something up with the United Center that might be, like, annoying to use or something because he never likes to fucking go there.
I know.
There's gotta be something, like, annoying about that place to, like, use it. Because why aren't you going there all the time?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He needs to, whatever it is, he needs to fucking fix it.
Well, I do remember the employees to the United Center went on strike a couple months ago. So maybe if they ain't paying their employees good, I can imagine what they're paying the fucking people renting out the venue.
Yeah, that's true.
I could see it want to be in one of those situations, which, you know, come on, bro. Come on. That's all out. Give us some.
Which makes no sense, because if the UC was paying AEW for a single event, I feel like they would be making more than what they had to pay AEW and New Japan.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I
It
don't get
doesn't
it.
make any sense, man. So we got the reason why AEW is changing the All Atlantic Championship name. All Elite Wrestling wants to keep their network happy. That being said, Tony Khan will do a few things to appease Warner Bros. Discovery, and renaming the All Atlantic Championship was just one of those favors. According to Sean Sapp, behind Fightful's paywall, Warner Bros. Asked AEW to do some cross-promotion for the new Shazam movie. Then they had the idea to level up the championship. What the fuck? What?
I hate how they use that fucking phrase, we're leveling up. The fuck does that mean? You're
What is he?
renaming.
What is he, the fucking honorary Uso? You remember when Jey Uso used to tell Sami Zayn he's leveling up every week? What the fuck does that mean?
Like, come on, bro. That's the one thing I don't like about it is the phrasing of we're leveling up the All Atlantic. And like, what? Just say you're changing the fucking name.
Like, what
Fucking
the fuck?
NXT level up.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, I mean, I'm sure you guys do know, but I know this article did a very bad job at describing or explaining the situation. So yes, AEW did rename the All Atlantic Championship on Wednesday to the AEW International Championship. I don't know why they just don't call it the Intercontinental Championship.
Dude, New Japan has one. WWE has one. Just go with it. It's a classic name for a reason. It's the
Yes.
perfect name. The IC title that rolls off the tongue. That phrasing just it makes sense. And that'd be perfect, man. You got your TV title, you got your IC title. Beautiful. But like, why? And
No.
technically, I think it's not renamed yet. I think the renaming technically starts after that match on
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah. But like the all I keep fucking saying the all national, the fucking international title. I like the name, but it's the name I'm gonna have to get used to saying, man. Because I keep fucking trying to say all national because that's what just rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah.
So I would like the intercontinental name a little better. But I mean, I don't hate it, and I mean, I understand their reasoning. They want to appease Warner. Warner is happy enough with this company still, with no storytelling, to put, advertisements with them as they're advertising the new Shazam movie, so that's good for them. I mean, it's a good thing to why it's being changed, but like, couldn't have called it the IC title, man? Come on. Come on.
Yes. Yes, Bell says, I love Orange Cassidy, but does anyone care for this damn title at this point? Are they going to use Roman's phrase and say the championship is in God level next?
Exactly.
To answer your first question, no. Nobody cares
No.
about that fucking championship. And like I said, I don't care if it's called the fucking Intercontinental Championship. I don't care if it's called the International, the All Atlantic, the All National title. I don't give a fuck what it's called. As long as it's on Orange Cassidy, I'm probably not going to give a fuck about it because it's literally just him opening the show every week and putting on decent matches with people that I don't care about,
Exactly.
minus Wheeler Yuta. minus
Yeah.
Wheeler Yuta. You had fucking Big Bill the one week. This week you have Jay Lethal, which Jay Lethal's great. He's just in a shit act. And then
Jeff.
next week you have probably the worst of them all. Jeff Jarrett is getting a singles title match on television.
Horrible.
Get him the
Fucking
fuck out.
horrible. Boot his ass out with Soraya.
Horrible. All right, man. So Warner Bros. Asked for something big in order to cross promote the Shazam Fury of the Gods movie on AEW. Tony Khan had the idea of doing a level up of the championship to the international title. Khan actually had the new belt. Khan actually had the new championship made months ago to prepare specifically for this week and next week in order to promote the film. We're told AEW is excited to do the cross-promotional work and attempts to have newsworthy items in association with them. The company also wanted to put something newsworthy on the Winnipeg show and increase the prestige of a title that they put on television, often in prime positions. They put it in prime positions with people that nobody gives a fuck about.
Jeff Jarrett is a fucking prime position. Good God. Well, the only thing I don't understand about this is what does renaming the title have to do with advertising the movie?
Oh, yeah, that's a great point as well. It's like, what, like, why don't you know how they do like Dynamite House of Dragon or Dynamite Winter is Coming? It's all like Game of Thrones themed. Why don't you just do Dynamite Fury of the Gods?
Yeah, like, just have it be like lightning themed and shit. What does a title name change have to do with advertising the movie? I don't understand. But hey, man.
And what does the name change have to do with the prestige of a title?
Yeah, it's not like it had a garbage ass name. Like it had All Atlantic was fine. I didn't see nothing wrong with that, to be honest. So how does this level it up?
You better level your fucking booking up, or else I'm gonna give as much a fuck as I gave before, which is none.
Better level up to a fucking better champion, because Orange Cassidy, dude, he's carrying around the thing in a fucking bag. What the fuck would anybody care about it?
Good
You
God.
think Warner's happy seeing his ass dragging around a book bag? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I just don't understand this. I just genuinely don't get it. How does naming a title have to do with advertising? And Tony Khan had this shit on deck ready. Like, why? Why was this your first go-to?
Yeah.
Well, let me, especially because if it was months ago where he fucking, created this title and the possible name change to advertise it, that was only a few months after you created the damn title. So right after you created it, you were like, you know what? I'm gonna change this name whenever I get to advertise this movie.
So I can level up.
How is this leveling it up?
Like, damn.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get this shit.
No, it makes no sense at all. It doesn't do anything for the prestige of the championship. It doesn't do anything for the guy that's holding it, carrying it around in a fucking book bag. Nothing changes. It's like when they changed the US title in WWE and everybody was like, "Oh, the US title is revamped." No, it's not. It's still fucking being booked by Vince McMahon. It was revamped under Triple H a little bit. You're starting to actually see the US title in prime spots now, or the IC title. Oh, the IC title. It's new and fresh, okay, and it's still booked like shit. But
it looks like shit now. Like
whether it's got a white stripe or a white strap, a black strap, a fucking purple strap, I don't care. It's like still doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. I don't understand this, man. I really don't.
God, why don't they bring back that white IC title?
Please, man, please.
Good Lord. All right, man, as for our final story, Triple H is planning to stack the card for WrestleMania 40. If he still is in the chair, I am very excited to see what we get off of 1 year's build from Triple H. I'm very excited to see what he comes up with. However,
I'm interested.
Definitely, man. WrestleMania 40 will be taking place at Lincoln Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and conveniently, the return of Roman numerals means that the event comes with the initials XL. In discussion with Give Me Sport, WrestleVotes have commented that there are already plans afoot to stack the card for next year's showcase of the Immortals. Next year, they're going to pack and stack the hell out of the card. Because of the anniversary, it means something to Triple H. The report goes on to discuss that the door is open to two particular stars from the past to make a return for the Weekender. Those include The Rock, who many have speculated would face Roman Reigns this year, but instead he wouldn't be in in-ring shape in time. And the second one is Steve Austin, who rejected a number of pitches for WrestleMania 39. Good on you, Steve.
Are you still trying to get these two guys specifically when neither of them care to come? Fucking Austin fucking rejects everything they give him. The Rock ain't even calling him back. Why are you trying to get these two that don't care to be there?
You know, that's why, at least for me, that's why I love Austin. For the longest time, I remember he said it to Bailey on the Broken Skull sessions. He said, I don't like to come around a lot because this is your guys' workspace now. Like, this is your time. Like, I had mine. Stone Cold is probably the biggest fucking star that the business has ever seen. One of them, at least. He's the guy that's drawn the most money for WWE. So that's why we love Austin. And even a guy who's drawn the most money is willing to take a back seat.
Look at that, man.
No ego from Austin. You love to see it. I want to tell you right now, I don't really give a fuck about what The Rock is doing. WrestleMania 40, I want to see Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. I want WrestleMania 40 XL headlined by Omos. He's XL. The show's XL. God. I fucking need it.
Bro. I don't really care. I don't really care to see the Rock. I would like to see Austin maybe host. Maybe. I don't know.
Cool.
I like seeing Austin, not that I don't like seeing Rocky, but like I mean if they are going to do Roman versus Rock, I guess that is the place to do it. Personally, that's not what I would book, but I could see why that's what they want, because of The Rock, the Rock is just, he's a huge star, so obviously you're not going to put him on any other show but WrestleMania. And I could see why you would choose, I could see why The Office would want to choose Rocky over Jay, but I like the story with Jay better. But I mean, if that's what they do, I could see it, to be honest. But as for Austin, I mean, he's rejecting a lot of things, so something tells me Austin just wanted that one comeback match, and that was it.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, it's good that he's looking to stack the card, man, but if those are the first names he thinks of, man, I'm a little scared to what stacking means for Triple H, man. It's a little concerning, man, but that's even if he's still able to do that. It might be Vince next year, and we might get The Rock, and we might get fucking Brock and fucking Goldberg and shit. Who knows, man? Who knows? But he's looking to stack WrestleMania 40. Let's hope he's still around to be able to do so.
Definitely, and let's hope he stacks it with the right names. So,
Exactly.
yeah, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 152 of the podcast, man. I hope you guys do like the new freshened look of this show as well. Nothing really too much other than these little boxes you see us in. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, man. And with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of episode 152 of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for being with us, man. Logan, Bell, Durante, and everybody watching on the replay, JT, you guys know who you are, man. Thank you guys so much. Muhammad as well. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Thank you guys for also a great turnout for Monday's Unscripted. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys. And it has been always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
and Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the